All right, everyone. So after an amazing game one, Wemby reacted to Shea getting MVP. Here's what he said.
I still got a lot to learn, and I want to get that trophy, many times in my career.
One of the things I think is really cool about Wemby is he just has this honesty about these regular season awards that I think a lot of people might not, right? Like most people would say, oh, he's a great player, but we're thinking about that. He's just like, you know what? I want that thing multiple times in my career. And it's pretty cool, right? It really, at the end of the day, is pretty cool. And, it's just one of those things where you could see why he played the way he did, right? His mindset is just so good. And you could see his teammates love him. You could see all of that coming out in game one. Now, it is only game one, right? So this is a long series. The Thunder aren't done by any means, but at least based off game one, there's so much good stuff for Wemby. All right. Then I want to listen to his reaction to the deep three he hit because this was one of the most, I don't want to say most iconic moments, but this was an iconic moment for Wemby, right? I think when his career's over, this is one of the moments we'll look back to because it just was. I really feel if Wemby doesn't hit that shot, the Spurs lose this game. So let's listen.
Broadcast that it felt at times like you weren't thinking during that late part of the game. Can you kind of expand on that, your mentality, and also the pull-up three-pointer that you hit with 30 seconds left? What are you thinking for that one?
For that one, I was just thinking, take my time. But for the rest, there are some plays I wish I were thinking more. Like I think it was the regulation last shot. I had an open look, I'm a way smaller defender, so I should have just taken it. But it's an experience we learn,
So just to add more onto some of our compliments for Wemby, I just really think he does a great job of thinking through the game. Even what he just said. Remember, this is right after the game, right? This is moments after the game, really. I mean, I guess they go in and they get changed stuff like that, but basically, he doesn't have time to break down the film of the game up to this point, and he already kind of knows, hey, I should have taken the jumper. The fact that they learned these lessons that they learned in this game in a win is so crucial. This is the part that scares me the most if you're a Thunder fan, is that it would be one thing if I felt like, you know what, Wemby had this amazing game, the Spurs just came to play today, that was the difference. But they really didn't. I mean, Castle has 11 turnovers. Even though Wemby had this amazing statistical game, there were parts of the game where you're like, where is Wemby? Right? Especially, maybe during some of those Thunder runs. Now, a lot of them happened to come as well when, he was on the bench. But, and I'm not trying to say there were, Wemby had an all time game. But my point is, this wasn't a situation where everybody on the Spurs played perfect, shot perfect, did all of that, right? This was a game where Wemby closed the deal and Shea made shots late, but he wasn't able to close the deal in the same way. And so the fact that the Thunder won or lost that type of game and the Spurs got a win really makes me nervous for the Thunder. I mean, you could see this game going or the series going 6 or 7, and we look back to the difference being this game right here, right? One team was able to close it out, the other team was not. All right. So I can't wait for the rest of this series. A lot of people are saying that they, want to see this thing go 7. I'll be honest, I don't know. We did a video on our bet we placed on the Spurs. I don't know if my heart can take this series going 7. Last night's game took so much out of me watching that thing. It was insane. I mean, that thing took so much out of me. All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next